Hi, everybody. I know it's been a couple of weeks. Actually, it might have been 3 weeks since I posted videos because I got really sick. I was getting nauseated and throwing up, and I never could figure out what was going on. I guess it was some kind of a stomach bug. But anyway, I made 3 videos to post here, and when I just checked them to edit them, there was no sound. So I had to start all over again. And I was getting ready to do the next segment talking about Tupperware, the first time I joined Tupperware, which I realize now has to be in 2 parts because there's something I need to explain to you all. And that is how I grew up. And I know I've hinted to some things already about sexual assault and how that has played into my propensity to be attracted to multi-level marketing businesses. And I've learned a lot since I made the videos I was going to post. And I realized my lighting is not the best. My husband was in here tonight, and he thinks this is his studio because he's the one building the business on the side. So everything is all off. I don't have my lighting or anything. So, and I need to get these videos done. Thank you to Savy Lyser. Savy writes books. Her YouTube channel, which I'm going to put down in the description box, and her other channel, Your Morning Guru, because right now we're doing a sleepover. It's supposed to be writing, but most people are there doing what they need to do. And mine right now is getting these videos out since it's been a while, and I got new subscribers today. Amanda, thank you. And Ghost, someone, I'm sorry, I don't remember the full name. My channel's growing, and so that means I need to be putting out quality content for you all on a consistent basis, because that's what I want to do. Feeling sick, it was gross, and I'm better now. So at least until tomorrow when I get my second COVID injection, we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that it's going to be well. So I need to say, okay, when I was a little kid growing up, my parents split up when I was 7, and they divorced when I was 8. So from that time on, my mom was a single parent until the week before I was 17, she married my stepfather. And I remember she would come home from work talking about her coworkers that were doing these parties at their houses. I remember going to a princess house crystal party with her, and the ladies were having a good time. It was a lot of fun. Another party we did was Park Lane Jewelry, it was high-end jewelry. I don't even know. I think my mom bought one thing to help her friend, and that was it because it was expensive. And Sarah Coventry, that was another one. It was jewelry parties. And my mom would go. Everybody would go, and they'd buy 1 or 2 things to help the friend out. And I believe my mom had parties for all of those friends, because that's how the whole network, that's why they call it network marketing or social marketing now, because it's you having parties for your friends and then for the friends' friends, and it's a chain going down the line. And all I remember seeing was that the ladies were having a really good time, okay? And I know somewhere in there was a Tupperware party because our house was filled with Tupperware. We lived in a neighborhood that had roaches and weevils, and everything was kept in Tupperware to keep them out. And one year, the weevils actually ate through the Tupperware, which I thought was really weird, and we had to get new Tupperware. So I was familiar with the party planning department in direct sales, which is multi-level marketing. They don't like to say that, but it is, because you get recruiting bonuses when you sign somebody up. And so there's always somebody higher up that's making more money than you are. Anyway, So here's the thing with the Tupperware. Well, actually, Avon too. My mom married my stepdad, and he had a very strong attitude against people coming into the house and selling things. It didn't matter if it was the Fuller Brush Man or the Rainbow Vacuum Cleaner or the Kirby Vacuum Cleaner or the Avon lady or Tupperware parties. They were not coming into his house and prospecting his family using his money to support their business. He said it was very predatory and it was not going to happen. And I thought about it thinking, he's right. He is. But the thing is, by the time I was 17, I'd been without a father for 10 years. And me and Joe was his name, we butted heads. And so a lot of times I didn't listen to things he said. When I look back on it now, I think there was some subconscious values planted by him. That they were all very healthy ones, by the way. He was the one that was the stable man figure that came into our lives. Sometime in another video I'll talk more about my personal life growing up kind of thing. But right now I'm talking about my MLM journey, trying to share with you why I was in 29 different ones. Because with Tupperware, I was in it 6 times by the time all was said and done. And there was a reason for that. So, 17 years old. And I've said before, I think I grew up Mormon. So the Ladies Auxiliary, the Relief Society, assigned a lady to come visit my mom once a month, a visiting teacher. That's what they do. She was an Avon lady. And be darned if she wouldn't sneak in her little demo products to sell to my mother while Joe was at work. And my mom would just buy it up because earlier on when my mom and my dad were first married, she sold Avon. And my dad had said she was really good at it. So, of course, she wanted to buy it. And I just had always thought, Mom, Joe doesn't like that. And Marilyn, who was selling it, she knew too. And it's like, you're not respecting the man of the house, his wishes. And I just thought that was really weird that she would do that. But I thought, gosh, they've got a lot of really cute stuff. Okay, so I'm just kind of telling you the little backstory there that idea was, back here in this, wherever the subconscious is in your brain. And let's go forward, 1982. And I don't have my journal here with me. Whoops. Well, I can tell it from memory. St. Joseph, Missouri. I'd left Creative Expressions. I was working at Kmart stocking shelves from 7 to 11 in the morning. And I was only working 20 hours a week. They had purposely cut people back so they didn't have to pay their benefits, which is why Kmart is now bankrupt. Anyway, I needed some money. And remember how I'd said with the Creative Circle and Creative Expressions, I liked having the parties, but I really liked teaching people how to do the little stitchery projects. And I thought if I could find the right product that I believed in, because I had to believe in it first. It had to be something I was passionate about. Then I could show other people how to use it, and it would be a benefit to them. And so I thought, I swear it was when I was coming out of Kmart after work, this woman was in the back of her van, and back then it would have been a Ford Aerostar. It wasn't a Dodge Caravan yet. I want to say it was the Ford Aerostar. It had paneling on the side. Anyway, she had her little Tupperware tablecloth out, and she had all of her products. And she was doing what I would find out later to be friend finding. So she was there with her products, and she would say, "Do you have any Tupperware that's chipped, broken, cracked, or peeling?" Because Tupperware has a money back guarantee, a lifetime guarantee. They did then. I don't know what they do now. Maybe I need to go look it up too before I talk about it some more. But back in 1982, they had a lifetime warranty on all their products against chipped, cracked, broken, and peeling. And that was their way to get new customers. Well, I didn't even own a piece of Tupperware. I lived in a studio apartment with a Murphy bed that came out of the wall. It was brick apartments that were built like in the 1920s. And I said, no, I don't even own any Tupperware. And then she had these little pieces of paper you could write on to give your phone number. Back then, it was before the internet, to see if I wanted to put in for a free drawing to get free Tupperware. And I thought, oh, really? And then it says on the little piece of paper, are you interested in having a party? Are you interested in selling? And I asked her, really? You sell Tupperware? This is your job? And she said, it is. For now, yes. My husband's lost his job and she was pregnant. And she was what I'd call a go-get-em. And she was on a mission. Her husband was home playing Mr. Mom because he'd lost his job. And she needed to make money. So she'd become a manager. And to do that, and to get that van, you had to be selling about $5,000 a month. And that's between 5 to 7 parties a week. You have to do that. Otherwise, they take that van away from you. So I said, well, tell me more about this. I want to hear. And the thing I liked about Tupperware was that they gave you your demonstration kit. And it was about $150 worth of product. And you could pick it out. And I was like, wow, really? I could get all my hope chest. Because I was engaged at the time, but that was going down the toilet. I think I had started talking about that in the creative expressions segment. And so she said, you give 2 parties a week for 6 weeks, and all the sales from that goes and pays off your kit. So there's no money up front, which was good because I didn't have any money. Like I said, I was working at Kmart, minimum wage. I think they gave me a little bit of a raise, 20 hours a week. I mean, I was still taking care of this little old lady with my ex-roommate on the weekends, just to try to make ends meet. It was, I was hard up. Let's put it that way. So this appealed to me, guys. And I was 19 years. Let's see. By now I was 20. So I was 20 years old. Okay, so we're at 12 minutes, and I had told myself I wanted to keep these between like 10 and 15 minutes, because I don't want them to be too long and lose y'all's attention span. And that's why I want to make this a 2-parter as far as the Tupperware goes. So I think I'm going to leave it for now. And I want to thank Savy for giving me a platform to start talking about this story a couple months back when she interviewed me on her channel. And I'll put the link again down in the description box. And a few of the people who have subscribed to me have been from her channel that I go to. And then from the Antibot, Taylor, and her husband, Drew, the genetically modified skeptic, because they were the ones I started listening to and watching when I was realizing my own behaviors with MLMs and how it relates with cult mentality when you match it up to the bite model. And if you want to know about the bite model, I think I'll put a link to Stephen Hassan's website. He's a psychologist that was in the Moonies in the 60s, which was a cult. And he is the one that identified that there's psychological damage from being in a cult. And it's in the unconscious level, and we don't realize it. And MLMs operate like cults, and they cause psychological damage. That's the whole point in telling you the story with my journey, because of the connection I made with journaling all these different experiences I've had with MLMs. And why right now I'm doing videos on YouTube, and that's great. I like this. I enjoy this. It's connecting with people in a way I couldn't otherwise. But I really can't work outside the home. I'm disabled. I'm on disability from the VA. And maybe I'll talk about that in another video too. Because I like talking about different things that I've had experience with in my life that can help other people. Because if I can save somebody else from having to go through what I have, and here I'm 59 years old, then hallelujah, then I'm on a mission. All right, that's the end of part 1, guys. I'm going to make part 2 later. I'm not sure if it'll be tonight, but I'll get this one loaded, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Please like if this resonates with you. Hit the notification button and subscribe. Bye.